No Man's Sky. This game stumbled out of the gate when it originally released on August 9th of 2016. It was plagued with glitches and a lot of features that were promised. Well, they never even showed up at all. So how does No Man's Sky fare in the year 2020? To find that answer, let's go over 6 key factors. They are gameplay, story, sound, graphics, replay value, and my opinion of the game. Before we begin, most of you watching this right now probably aren't even subscribed to my channel, so please consider subscribing down below and turning on your notification bell so you'll know exactly when I upload a new video for you. Also, smash that like button as it lets me know you enjoyed this video. Now let's start this review with the gameplay. With the 10 hours I've put into No Man's Sky in the last few days, I can safely say that the controls are definitely better in 2020 than in 2016. As I mine for resources in the raw outskirts of deep space, the multi-tool you get at the start of your adventure shines as your mining beam moves with a certain swiftness and gives you a feeling that is hard to describe. It cuts through all it touches like butter and feels adjusted really well compared to the 2016 multi-tool, which felt clunky and cumbersome. The character model you control also feels smoother. The rough turns and awkward jetpack takes off of 2016 have been completely reworked and function very well. With the updated controls, this makes No Man's Sky completely more enjoyable within the first 10 minutes of playing. Now moving on to story. If you're looking for a campaign, you'll be a little bit disappointed as there isn't one. But that's not entirely a bad thing. Your adventure makes up the story. What is a better way to experience deep space colonization than to have you front and center of the expedition? Cultivating new and exotic worlds where you are the forerunner of the operation is a thrilling and exciting endeavor that you'll only be able to experience while playing No Man's Sky. Next, we are going to look at the sound. The sound design in this game is brilliant. Even for the botched 2016 release that it had, the musical score sat in a comfortable seat within the multiple universes you were able to explore. Since the updates and maintenance, I feel the musical vibrance shines through in a more natural and comfortable way than it was able to in its 2016 counterpart. With the multiple changes to the random audio clippings and cutouts that were prevalent in the 2016 edition, the 2020 edition removes all of those faults and presents them in a nice, favorable fashion this time around. Now let's dive into the graphics. From the burned hue of a red planet sunset to the murky woodlands of a grassland metropolis, the breathtaking vistas you'll experience while playing No Man's Sky will leave you in shock and awe. The more you explore a grainy, sand-ridden homeworld, the more you'll come to discover just how much variety has been thrown into this game. The wildlife and vegetation varies from planet to planet, and you'll never experience the same planet twice between multiple save files. This is truly one of the most ambitious titles of our generation, and I can see why it had so many faults upon its original release back in 2016. The next topic we'll focus on is replay value. With the addition of creative mode, No Man's Sky has become arguably one of the longest adventures you can have in a single video game. With components that compare to Minecraft in terms of adaptability and functionality, developer Hello Games made sure that if you decide to pick up No Man's Sky, you'll find no issue in spending several hundreds of hours within the multiple randomized universes that it offers. You'll want to keep exploring multiple planets once you acquire a ship and are able to leave your first homeworld. Now, what's my personal opinion of No Man's Sky in 2020? If you couldn't tell by now, I believe this game is absolutely one of the most ambitious and unique titles that you can enjoy right now. If you're a science fiction aficionado like myself, then No Man's Sky is the perfect experience that you shouldn't miss out on. Between the grotesque caves and the abundance of wildlife on my first home planet of Quaco, I found myself loving the game with each newly discovered life form and ancient tomb site of the previous civilization. I highly recommend that you give this game a chance in 2020. You'll be missing out on a great and wonderful experience if you don't. Well, there is my review of No Man's Sky in 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you're considering buying No Man's Sky after watching this. I'm kcchainz. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.